From the deck tech part, deck building. Let's play our first match. Welcome on YouTube in the future to the first matchup with Battle of Wits. I would like to play first. Won the die roll. Keeper mole. I'm gonna keep it. Let's keep it. We have all of our colors, right? We can just like play any card we draw. I'm gonna lead on Scalding Tarn in case we want to bolt on one. Alright, first deck search. Up! Alright, hasn't crashed yet. Oh look, the Panglacial Worm is selectable. Alright, what colors do we want? Probably just Stomping Ground. Although I guess I get Steam Vents. Yeah, I'll get Steam Vents. We already have a lot of green. Ooh. Just gonna have the casual turn 3 Nahiri. Alright, everything's going according as planned, team. Opponent missed their land drop. Opponent missed their land drop. Tom with the 213 sub. Thank you. Welcome. Oh, who's excited? I'm excited. We're doing it, fam. We're doing it. Discard that one. Send a message. Watch him play a haste creature. How funny would that be? On the board. On the board. Alright. So, as I mentioned earlier, you don't sideboard. We just don't sideboard, and we just don't sideboard. Well, I'm not gonna claim that we broke it, but I'm pretty sure we broke it. We have Glittering Wish. We don't have a sideboard. We have 15 Glittering Wish targets. God, how unlucky are we? That's ridiculous. Yeah, that sounds great. We get to scry. I don't think I want that right now. I think I'd rather have... other stuff. Zen Houghton with the brand new sub. Welcome to the stream, mate. I appreciate that next level of support. You get some sweet emotes, and I really do appreciate it. Welcome. So we're going to fetch... this is probably supposed to be Temple Garden. It's Temple Garden or Breeding Pool. No, we can't get Breeding Pool at this land, so it has to be Temple Garden. This card probably going to be embarrassing. You know, details. Ooh, that was a good draw. So I'm going to play this out, so that way next turn the Search for Tomorrow can get a basic island. Oh, I should have played the Stony Silence, right? Yeah, I should have played the Stony Silence probably. I guess we could loot it away with a Nahiri at some point if we draw it. Yeah, maybe we should side out bullets. That's fair. We didn't know what our opponent was doing, but maybe this is getting mana leaked. Negate. Rude. I think I'm just resolving Courser. Let's just resolve Courser. Drawing Nahiri seems ambitious. Look, there's 4 of them in the deck. Our deck is very consistent. Draw step, path my guy. The Vendilion Click. Sure. We played it turn 3 Nahiri and our opponent conceded. Alrighty, so I don't think we really want to draw Prismatic Omen. Although I guess Prismatic Omen lets us cast Battle of Wits, right? Oh, I guess I should just cast Idyllic Tutor first here. And see what's on top, because we can find a land. We can find a land on top of our deck. So what do we want here? Do we want to just get the battle? I feel like getting the battle seems like value, right? Like, I really don't want each other stuff. Yeah, I'll just get Battle of Wits. Wrath of Gods on top. So let's go ahead and play this out. Ship for 2 free points of damage. They do, you're right. I forgot we had another blue here. How can we possibly lose? Exactly. Let's fetch away this Wrath of God we don't need. Probably get Watery Grave. I guess we already have a black source in hand, so maybe get like Breeding Pool. That can't get Breeding Pool. Hallowed Fountain? Let's get a Hallowed Fountain. Oh, you know, I already have double green too. Yeah, Gifts Ungiven. Sweet. Maybe we should have had like a counterspell gifts package in our deck. It's very possible. Yeah, I'm just going to play this off the top tapped, and then we will gifts during my opponent's next unstep. Yeah, welcome to everyone that's hanging out here today. We're just having kind of a fun stream this afternoon. You know, nothing super serious. Just playing some Battle of Wits here in Modern. We'll cut some of these more awkward one-ofs in the next game. We will actually sideboard a little bit. I know I said we weren't going to. Targeting me. So let's go ahead and Gifts Ungiven in response. Choose you. Now this is going to be a mess because everything's selectable. The question is, are we supposed to get an Unburial Rights package, or are we supposed to get a value gifts here? What do we think? We already have 7 lands. You know what? Why don't we just get like... Let's get Scape Shift, Snapcaster Mage, Eternal Witness. It's hard locked here now that I've clicked on Scape Shift, so this is going to be a good time. And then let's get Snapcaster Mage, Eternal Witness, and then another Gifts Ungiven. Yeah, I think he has another counterspell, so I think I want to get something that like gets me 2 things here. Scape Shift, Snapcaster Mage, Eternal Witness. And then I'm going to get another Gifts Ungiven as soon as Magic Online stops locking up here. Oh, Bring to Light. Oh, that's a good one. I like that. No, yeah, I like Bring to Light better than the Gifts Ungiven. I like it. I like it. Good call. We're learning the gifts piles as we go. Done. Oh, now there's a Summoner's Pact on top of our deck too if he wants to click one of these away. This is wonderful. Okay. Lets us keep everything. Okay. Fair. What? What? Is this real life? What? I hate this format sometimes. Just how is that even real life? How is that even real life? That's not even real. That's not even real. Alright, let's cut the stony silence. Any other awkward one-ofs that don't seem good? Good lord. We didn't have a green source to play the Rex Age. I'm gonna board in the Wear Tear to randomly kill a Blood Moon. It was basically Armageddon, I agree. It was basically Armageddon. Don't need a Crumble, don't need a Nevermore. Would take a Maelstrom Pulse. Would take a Detention Sphere probably. Yes, there's an Emrakul in here. Maybe we want to slaughter games. Maybe we want to slaughter games the Blood Moons. Alright, whatever. God. Never lucky. Yeah, since keep. Yeah, that's fine, right? Yeah, I'll top that. Loses to Nahiri game 1, brings a Blood Moon, right? Welcome to Magic Online. Enjoy your stay. Let's get our basic forest here. Cast Glittering Wish. I would like to use Glittering Wish. What do we want to get out of the board here? I don't even know what we want here. Is it just like is it just like Meddling Mate, a Sin Collector? I think it's Sin Collector. And then we can fetch basic planes, cast this, fetch basic swamp, cast Sin Collector. Yeah, I think that's fine. He's playing Path to Exile too, right? I guess we didn't see Path out of him game 1. Blood Moon me? That seems good for me at this point, right? What is even going on? I just actual no idea. Like if I was playing a real deck right now, I'd be saying to myself, why? If I was playing a real deck, I would be upset that my opponent was playing what they're playing in a competitive league. But like, you know, this is why the competitive leagues are silly on Magic Online, because like we're both just playing complete and utter nonsense. So like, this is this, yeah, this client. This whole thing, you know, whatevs. We all do what we want. Just do whatever we want, whenever we want. Think I'm getting Overgrown Tomb here? Yeah, I'm gonna get Overgrown Tomb here. It's like, watch him have no targets here. You electrolyze, maybe? Please have a target. Please have a target. Oh, just a bunch of cards that are bad street. So I can just take a screenshot, right? Yeah, that's exactly my point. Like I am embracing what it is. This is just, you know, it is what it is what it is. Nice top deck, bud. Alright, so what do we want a Summoner's Pact for here? God, I wish we could look at our sideboard right now. Really wish we could look at our sideboard. I don't remember what exactly we have. I think I boarded in the D-Sphere. I think there's a Maelstrom Pulse left in the sideboard right now. I guess we'll just double Glittering Wish this turn. Yeah, I've got another Kitchen Finks, and I boarded in both the Maelstrom Pulses like an idiot. Okay, good. Good. Yeah, I'm a big, dumb, stupid. I can get Bring to Light, I suppose. I mean, I couldn't dismember it and kill the Nahiri. He has 2 lightning bolts in his hand. He has two lightning bolts in his hand. We literally just looked at his hand. Just looked at his hand. Yeah, I think we're getting Slaughter Games here and just like taking his Emrakul away. Yeah, I think the Slaughter Games for Emrakul is fine. Oh, we could have done Bribery for Emrakul, couldn't we, if I'd have gotten one more color? I think I'm just Maelstrom pulsing his thing, though. Yeah, maybe the Slaughter Games was bad. I think getting the Slaughter Games was wrong. Unless this doesn't work, of course. Okay, that worked. Howdy, Daniel. Yeah, I think this was sloppy, and we probably shouldn't have done it. Untapped land, and that's it's kind of a land. Into the north. Go get our red source. It's dead, bud. You gotta watch the show on the TV. It's dead. So we're gonna get a snow-covered mountain here. Do we want a Summoner's Pact? Do we want a Summoner's Pact for, like, Eternal Witness and rebuy Bring to Light? That seems loose. think I'm just going to pass the turn for now. Just value slaughter games on Saps Arrestos? Sure. So his hand right now is Bolt, Bolt, Sacred Foundry. No, he discards Sacred Foundry. So we know Bolt, Bolt in his hand. Or two of his cards. Mouth of Rowan. Do I just like slaughter games him, and if he says okay, name Lightning Bolt? What do we feel about that? Any thoughts? I also just like pack for primetime, but then he gets to double bolt to primetime. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to start by... I mean, once we don't name the card till the slaughter games is resolved. So like if he lets this resolve, we name Lightning Bolt. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna name Lightning Bolt. What is even going on? At least we get to look at his deck now, I guess. There's no Emrakul. There is an Emrakul in his deck. Okay. Alright, pass the turn. Panglacial Worm costs 7, right? Yeah, Panglacial Worm costs 7. He has 3 Blood Moons. That is correct. He killed our second basic for us, unfortunately, so it's not good for us. Alright, so I believe I have to float mana 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I cast this with the mana floating, I can cast the Panglacial Worm. This isn't how this is supposed to work, so we get cast. Alright, and then finish selecting a card. Probably Primeval Titan. Although I guess I can just get Eternal Witness and then Witness for... Okay, yeah, so we get Eternal Witness here, and then we Witness back to Bring to Light and Bring to Light for Scape Shift and kill him. Alright, well he has 2 draws here to kill us with Blood Moon. Alright, put that to green, dip. Okay. Alright, didn't lose to that, so that's nice. Cast Eternal Witness. Get back, Bring to Light. Yes. Play this, pass the turn. Alrighty, well, yeah, go for the gusto, as they say. He doesn't have anything in deck that can punish us for this, right? He doesn't have Cryptic Command. He's got 2 negates and some remans left and some Snapcasters. I should just bribery for his Emrakul, right? We have a bribery in our deck. Yeah, let's just do that. He doesn't have any Cryptic Commands in his deck or ways to interact with us, right? He doesn't have any sweepers. Yeah, it doesn't have any sweepers. Alright. Drew Negate. Okay, fair. The game continues. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Play that so we can't get mana leaked. Oh, I don't think there are mana leaks on his deck. God, there's Path to Exiles in his Blood Moon deck. What is even happening? Why are there Path to Exiles in his Blood Moon deck? I don't understand. In your Molten Rain Blood Moon deck. This only does it to players, right? Yeah, or creatures. Yeah, it only does it to creatures. Maybe I'm supposed to start fetching mountains just so like I can turn on Valakut here at some point. It's probably very real. Although the second black source is good with this Dismember we have in our hand. Is he snap Molten Raining me? Electrolyze, sure. The Panglacial Worm is exiled. We only have one Panglacial Worm in the 75. Believe it or not. Yeah, there's only one. If we had a second one, we could have in fact done that, though. You are correct. I'm just gonna kill this now. What do you... Does this not work? Does Snow Mana not exist? Is that... Snow Mana doesn't exist. Oh, okay, good. Good. Okay, good. The league's free. The league is free. The league is free. That's wonderful. Activate this. Target that. Up. Nope. Nope. Doesn't. Good. We have literal. We have just this. No, you have to click. You should be able to click on the color that is. Okay, so I have to float like this. Target that, and then. Nope. Oh, we got it. Did we get it? Oh, we figured it out. All right, it works. It works. We have to click on. We have to guess which one made snow. Bolt you. Reman's my bolt. Sure. Bolt you again. Yeah, this one's gonna resolve. Got him. Got him. Ding. Pew pew. Was Matthias in here? Did I miss him? We did it. We did it, fam. We are undefeated currently with the Battle of Wits. Playing Commander in Modern, right? Yeah, so for those watching, this is not a deck you can play at a paper magic event. This is you will get, as someone mentioned, you'll get slow play warninged or insufficient randomization warninged out of the event essentially. So this is a deck that you should only enjoy on Magic Online. For the low sum of 1,400 tickets, you too can battle your wits against your opponents. We do not have an Abzan Company combo. We do have a Malira to bring to light for in theory against Infect. We did. We are currently undefeated with Battle of Wits. But to be fair, if you owned this Battle of Wits deck, you would automatically own like 2 other decks at the very least. Hey, Boffity. This Alliance and Horde symbols are going to get really annoying in chat really quickly. I like that they don't show up on the Twitch Trolls thing. Makes me happy. Turn 3 Nahiri, can't mulligan. Can't ever mulligan turn 3 Nahiri. Alright, got a backup combo in case Nahiri doesn't pan out here. So let's sequence our lands. Let's think about this. So this is going to need to fetch, one of these needs to fetch white and the other one will fetch red. This will fetch basic forest. Alright, we got that going for us too now. Go to forest. Cast explore. Jeez, look at all these combos we have. How can they ever win? How can they ever win? So I want this to be red-green. Red-green sounds good. Get Stomping Ground and this can get Plains. Oh, jeez. We're just going to like spit fire for the next few turns here. When this gets countered and the Emrakul is just stuck in our hand, we're going to feel real bad about ourselves. I guess we have these two to follow it up, so we're not going to feel too bad about ourselves. Dang. It's probably getting double bolted, but we still got the Emrakul out. Ooh, buddy. Ooh, buddy. Oh, it's just like we drew it up. It's just like we drew it up. He didn't bolt the Nahiri? He's just going to like play a Nahiri of his own? What is going on? What is going on? Detention. Okay, sure. Yes. I would like to get this Maelstrom Pulse, please. I would like to play this. I would like to Maelstrom Pulse your Detention Sphere. Pew! We're like not even discarding anything, right? We just want every card in our hand? Just like have the perfects in hand? God, hopefully he, like, taps out to, like, snap bolt this. Nahiri of his own? So he's just dead? Right? Because these on 6 lands kill him, right? Because this is lands you control ever. Yeah, so he's just dead. Sweet. So we just do this and cast this, and then we play this, and then we play Scape Shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, this does infinite damage. This does infinite damage. It doesn't just do 18. Oh god, look how long it takes to select. It's thinking, wait for it to go green. This is not only 18 damage. 4 Valakut, 2 other lands, correct. Of course the client's still super laggy while we search. Oh, yeah. Why make me show you Valakuts? There's obviously Valakuts in my deck. Alright. Let's cut Stony Silence. We're leaving a Maelstrom Pulse on the sideboard this time. I think we want to board in the Detention Sphere, though. That was a mistake last time to board in the Detention Sphere and the Maelstrom Pulse. For sure. Do I want anything else in the main? Probably wouldn't mind a Counterflux. Do we have awkward cards? Journey to Nowhere probably doesn't do a whole lot. Fulminator Mage is probably something we don't want to... Actually, Kitchen Finks is probably something we're never going to wish for, but it's probably better than drawing the Journey to Nowhere. Something silly that's not Valakut, fair. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and submit like this, I think. I'd like to take a moment to say thank you to the little over 600 people we have hanging out here this evening while we chill out and play some Battle of Wits together. If it's your first time by the stream, welcome. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I'm a professional Magic the Gathering player, and here on this stream, we stream Constructed Magic and Constructed Hex. In terms of Magic, we play Standard, Modern, Legacy, and Pauper. And Hex, there's only one Constructed format, so that's what we play there. If it's your first time here and you're enjoying the stream, I would encourage you to show that support by using the follow or sub buttons below the stream. That's the 2 best ways you can help keep the stream going. Everyone who's a return viewer, thank you and welcome back. We're spending the evening battling with some Battle of Wits. We are currently 1-0 in this league, and we are up a game in the second match. This deck absolutely screams professional Magic. Exactly. I mean, we're not allowed to mulligan, right? Like we're just not allowed to. I'm pretty sure we're not allowed to. Keep. We're on the draw. We only have 2 lands on the draw, but like, this deck has a lot of mana sources in it. All right. And actually, gifts. If we hit 4 lands, gifts can get 4 lands. So. Squadron Hawk. Okay. That's one way to get extra cards for your Nahiri. He's gonna get 2, I assume. Ugh, what a dagger. Land. That's really unfortunate. Maybe we're not supposed to. I think 2 lands on the draw is fine. We're at over 50% mana sources in this deck. Okay, that's good. Opponent is more red-white and less Jeskai. I had them on Jeskai when we played last game. Did he have a blue land? I feel like he played a Hallowed Fountain last game, right? Untapped lands. All of our lands are untapped? Most of our lands are untapped. Untapped land? Double white spell. That's exactly what I asked for, Worth. It's fine. We're up a game. We've got a game to give. If we get one more untapped land, we get to gifts for 2 lands, and then, you know, curve out into these things. Meaning like Helix or Restoed, maybe? Yeah, Restoed's gonna close this game out real fast. So are we in the 0 outer at this point? What are the outs here? Just chooses not to. Maybe we're supposed to hold that in case we draw. Yeah, I think we're actually supposed to hold that. I'm gonna bin a Battle of Wits for now. If we draw like Wooded Bastion, this is a removal spell. So I think I'm gonna hold on to that. The green-white filter lands. Play to your outs. He just said, oh, didn't notice. So maybe I should have discarded Battle of Wits. He just said in chat, oh, I didn't notice. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what people pay attention to how many lands we have, or how many cards we have in our deck. Another Hawk, sure. Squawk. It's unfortunate. I'm just gonna go ahead and submit. Yep, just submit. Oh. That was a wooded woodland cemetery, not a verdant catacombs. Keep. Don't want to shock this in. I'm basically playing an aggressive deck. Yeah, I'm gonna fetch I'm gonna fetch basic planes up here because there's a very real chance our opponent Blood Moons us this game. It's gonna mean we can't cast the. Oh no, we will actually be able to cast the Counterflux next turn, right? Yeah, so we're gonna accelerate with this, and we'll accelerate with this, and then we have one of these. Okay. So what do I want to get here? Which land is the right land? I think I want to get something that makes red mana, so that way this can get like basic island next turn. Yeah, so I'm gonna get a red-black with this. So we have all our colors now. We have black here. Let's get red-green. Yeah, 2 green is ideal. Let's get red-green. So we'll get red green with this. We'll get basic island with this. Then we can shock one of these, and if we want to hold up counterflex next turn. It's just one of the many deck building sites. They do stuff other than decks. They have like a social media thing and like a Magic blogs thing that I've used in the past. But the meter, it just has... it's one of the least offensive designed. Like the appearance of the deck list is some of the least offensive. Like Tapped Out has a lot of nice features, but I hate the dark website. I think it looks awful. Only got one Hawk. Is this going to get basic island for us? Get a lot of live draws. A lot of live draws. I'm going to get the Snow Island with this. In case we draw the mouth. I'm going to go ahead and play the Scalding Tarn out now, so that way we have the option to counterflex if we need to. Although I think we're going to actually hold cracking it, because we might use it to fetch up a Panglacial Worm at some point here. If we keep flooding and not drawing action. Yep, all of them is fine. That's Courser Crewfix is actually another reason to leave that uncracked, which is great. Let's us scry with these fetches. Okay. Always yield. Pass the turn here. We'll hit one of the 6-wood Couch last game, right? So at end step, we'll get to crack one of these fetches and clear this away, and then if there's another land or something we don't want to draw, we'll crack the other one and clear it away. My toddler, who did not want to fall asleep upstairs in his crib, passed out on the couch while watching Thomas. Cute kid. Pretty sure our opponent's playing Possibility Storm. Does anyone have a link to the Possibility Storm deck list? Because a couple of people have implied like what our opponent's playing is a thing. I have not seen it. It has Resto. It definitely has Resto in it. We actually get a lot of looks at a card to kill him here. I would really like to save this extra land because we do have enough lands to fetch the Panglacial Worm with, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 6, 7. So if we have like even a medium card on top of our deck, we're going to save the second fetch, but we're definitely clearing the Sacred Foundry away. Yeah, opponent's definitely playing a number of cards that are different than this Possibility Storm deck links. Because the first Squadron Hawk lets you pull all the other Hawks out of your deck, and then you cast the second Hawk when you have a Possibility Storm in play, and it casts an Emrakul. That's how Hawk Possibility Storm Emrakul works. Hello, opponent. The fourth Bring to Light is in the sideboard, so you can Glittering Wish for it. Opponent's here. He said he was thinking in chat. So detention sphere. Do I care about that? No, I don't think I care about that. I think that's fine. Maybe I'm supposed to fetch first. Yeah, I'm supposed to fetch first probably. So do I want another blue source here? Blue white maybe? Blue green? Blue green sounds fine. No, and then I really don't want a lightning bolt, but do I want... yeah, I'm going to burn another fetch. We've got a lot of searches. He could just have like path even if we do get Pan-Glacial Worms, so... I'd like another look here. Get blue-white this time. Okay, blue-white this time. What a blowout. Our detention sphere can't take his detention sphere. You may exile target non-land permanent, not named detention sphere. That's so savage. Rough. When is our detention sphere worse than an Oblivion Ring? When they also have a detention sphere. He must have a counterspell of some sort if he was in the tank for so long there. If he plays another Hawk out, I'm just going to de-sphere his Hawks. Discard, sure. Oh, it would loop exiling itself, right? Gotcha. I mean, I knew it made sense somewhere in there, but maybe there should be an Oblivion Ring in our 75, or in our 256, sorry. In our 256 to tag things for this situation. We are, in fact, running Scape Shift. We have Bring Delights and Scape Shifts and Glittering Wishes for Bring Delights and Primeval Titans and all sorts of things. In fact, maybe I should have been fetching Mountains just to enable the Primeval Titan Valakut kill. I think that's correct, actually. God, opponent is playing super slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So Bring Delight or Scape Shift are both lethal. Battle of Wits, also lethal, obviously. Look, we just want options, Faceman. We just want to know we always have outs. Apologies that my opponent is playing terribly slowly. I know it's not awfully exciting. They're probably double queuing, sure. They're probably doing any number of things. And take one more off the Squadron Hawk probably for 2 or 3 more turns before I bolt it. Getting Deceiver Exarched. Oh, that's not good. He can tap my only red source. But there's no... Yeah, that's fine. Well, we're not about to get twinned, so we know that. Probably going to Detention Sphere his Exarch next turn if we break again. Yeah, I'm just going to de-sphere his Exarch. I don't even think we want to play the Rest in Peace because we might draw like a Snapcaster Mage of our own. I'd like to use Detention Sphere's ability. Do I want to just jam the Rest in Peace? Yeah, that's probably fine. He definitely has Snapcaster Mage, right? Let's just like draw our 1 Snapcaster Mage or 1 Eternal Witness next turn now. There's only one Snapcaster and one Eternal Witness and one Noxious Survival. I guess we could also draw Gifts Ungiven. Yeah, playing this was probably wrong, and maybe I should have played my land out. Three, four, five, six, seven, 8. Sweet. That is a... This is a Panglacial Worm, which is nice. Sweet, drew a Panglacial Worm. Exactly. And I'm going to start getting mountains out of our deck now because we have plenty of mountains. And I want to be able to kill a Primeval Titan if we draw that. So what other color do we need other than red? We need mountain plus... Sacred Foundry is fine. My opponent gave us a holy cow in chat when the Panglacial Worm hit the stack. See if he's got a path. I'm starting to think we should have 2 Panglacial Worms in the 75 the more that they get exiled. This card does kill him in 2 turns, though, with the Lightning Bolt in our hand, which is nice. Yeah, the Panglacial Worm seems real. Like, we have a ton of acceleration, so, like, the Panglacial Worm is very realistic. Like, we're a control deck, so we're trying to make the games go long. Like, I think I'm counterfluxing this Resto. Yeah, I think I'm counterfluxing this Resto. It just represents a pretty quick clock. It lets him draw a card. I'm sure this is about to get past now. Or get Detention Spirit or something. Okay. Okay, I deserve that, I suppose. Yep. So, like, if we had another worm here, we'd just kill him. Let's kill Nahiri. Yes. We can get the second one after off the path. Yep. I like how our entire board keeps moving up and down. Technically buys us 2 more turns. Probably has another Resto here, which is not good for us. He's been stuck on 3 lands for a while, so he has a bunch of 4-drops in his hand. I'm assuming at least one of them's a negate, so we're probably drawing fairly dead here, which is unfortunate. He could also just, like, have Kiki in his hand and, like, rip a 5th land and kill us. There's only one Malira. We also get, like, triple multiplication. Look at I'm gonna screenshot that. Kitchen Figs hiding in the snow-covered forest. Or the snow-covered island. Taking a swim in the snow-covered island. Probably dead next turn. It's unfortunate. You can't play this deck at a real event. It's not. You are cheating if you play this deck at a real event. We did build modern lands. You're not wrong. I'm assuming we're just getting hit for 4 and then bolted here. Or helixed or whatever. Yeah, we did. I mean, we didn't draw that many spells this game. Like, the deck's half mana, but we only drew 1, 2, 3, 4. We had five cards that weren't mana in. Well, we didn't even draw the Panglacial Worm. Yeah, so we drew 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We drew like 5 non-mana cards and like 25 cards or so. Wow. Oh, we weren't getting out of that anytime soon. Getting a second Panglacial Worm now. Yeah, more worm. I think we would have won that game for sure with another worm in our deck. It just gives us something to do when we flood out. Bribery is modern legal. There's one right here. This deck kills its opponent via dealer's choice in the most literal sense. You don't know which way your opponent's going to die, but there's several ways it could go. I mean, like, Life Tilt, he had 7 cards in his hand and wasn't playing anything on 3 mana. He likely had another Nahiri or he had another Path to Exile. Like, I think it's right to counter his Resto to try and do it that way. Like, he's not dead to the Worm the following turn. He blocks, takes 5, goes to 4, and then he's not even dead to the Lightning Bolt in our hand. No, we waited 2 turns to play the fetch. We could have fetched out the second Worm in fairly quickly. We're currently 1-1 now. Would likely be 2-0 if we would have built the deck properly. Need more worms. Need more worms. More worms. Four seems like too many. And obviously we can't, for those that aren't familiar with Magic Online Leagues, we cannot add this Panglacial Worm into the deck until this league is finished, so we have to play 3 more matches with just the one, unfortunately. Got one. We got one. There's a reason for no cords. We don't have a lot of creatures. Yeah. Cord's terrible without a bunch of dumb creatures to tap for it. God, so many one-landers. This hand's pretty good, however. Keep. Idyllic Tutor. I think I want this. Do you think I want that? So we're not gonna crack our fetch unless he gives us a reason to not want that on his first turn. Like maybe if he plays a Goblin Guide, we don't want it. I think I'll take Idyllic Tutor against a Flooded Strand. So let's crack this. Get basic Forest. Play Wooded Bastion. Guest Farseek. You'd bottom it. I don't know. I don't think we really need to bottom it. So I can get blue-red here with this. Those are 2 colors we're missing. Like we have Pulse of Marasta with this fetch land to make our land drop if we miss drawing a land next turn. And this means if we like just like naturally hit our next 2 land drops, we like Idyllic Tutor next turn for Battle of Wits, and then like cast Battle of Wits on 5 if we just run off 2 lands. Which I mean we're fairly likely to run off 2 lands. God, I'm such a monster for saying things like that. Watch him counter us. That'd actually be pretty bad for us. Since I was greedy and kept this. Oh, God bless him. Letting that resolve. Bolt my dome. Sure. What am I getting here? We're not playing around Blood Moon. We're getting black something. Black blue. Can't get black blue. Blue. I want blue something. Blue green. We have plenty of green. Blue red. Yeah, blue red sounds good. We're just playing a league versus Just Get a Hero decks, right? Just like mono Just Get deck. Hey, Modern is a diverse and interesting format. Land. It's unfortunate. If he lets this resolve, I might get Prismatic Omen instead of Battle of Wits. Yeah, if in doubt, get more mountains. I think is definitely the logic. Although I guess, we can get Courser. Oh, I like getting Courser. Yeah, it's a good call. Good call. I like getting Courser a lot. They all suck against Nahiri. Obviously, I guess we have D-Sphere to nail a Nahiri though. They usually don't play that many clicks. Click's not that good in Modern. This one's getting countered, I assume, since we can't hit land drops to save our lives. Gosh. Come on, Worth. Can we just get, like, statistically average lands? Like, somewhere in the middle? I guess if he paths us, I'm excited. He's going to Nahiri and exile it. Yeah. Things would feel bad for 100. If it would have just, like, drawn 1 land, that would have been super great. It's fine. That's why we get 3 games. The game's not over yet. Like, opponent's deck doesn't win quickly, obviously. Snapcaster, Serum Visions, I assume? Yeah. Probably just like play the Ghostly Prison because we can next turn. Regardless of what we draw. I guess if we draw like a Courser, we'll play that. I mean, having a mediocre finish is never something to be like super excited about. So this is going to get Blood Crypt next turn, I believe. Yeah, probably Blood Crypt. His hand just needs to draw some lands. This will probably mean we don't get attacked too much, because he will likely want to save his mana. Or I'm wrong. Okay. I guess he's got to kill us, right? I mean, top 32ing a bunch of events will not get me Player of the Year. Have to the point differential between even top 16 and top 32 and top 8s is just like huge. That's just, I'm going to put it. It's huge. So. I am reasonably consistent, but I need to do more than be consistent if I want to meet my eventual goals for the year. Ooh, that should have gotten a mountain. It's probably just getting mana leaked anyways, but remand, sure. Yeah, this should have gotten a mountain. Again, to make this kill easier. Don't actually say yeah, right? I mean, the losses weren't that early. But I lost round 3 and then round 7. Yeah, round 3 and 7. It's the SCG stuff is completely separate from WotC. At the end of the year, the person with the most points on the Player of the Year leaderboard is their Player of the Year, and get some pretty reasonable bonuses for it next year. It's like 3 buys and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep shoving. Sure, we're getting remanded or mana leaked again, but even if you were to remand this, I couldn't recast it this turn. Mana leak, sure. I could have played around that, but again, like, he's not putting a ton of pressure on us. I'm not super worried about it. No attacks, huh? Interesting. Has like Nahiri and wants to hold up a counterspell in addition to Nahiri. Jerry T did not win. He lost in the semifinals, which is good, because if Jerry T had made the finals of the Open, he would have jumped me for first. I'll be in first again after this weekend with my top 32 finish, but end of the year is a long way off. A lot of points to give and take before then. You're ghost quartering my... Sure. Get another forest. Play this. I guess if I scape shift here, I get blown out by a cryptic command. So I should wait for one more land. Yeah, that's definitely true. We're not under an imminent pressure, so I should just be a little conservative. So what my opponent can do if we cast Scape Shift here, he just lets it resolve and then bounces one of our mountains to our hand in response to the triggers. Helix my guy, that's fine. Persist back, gain some more life. You gonna attack? I'll block. Yeah, no block. Alright, so this is getting Temple Garden, I think. Yeah, I want more green and more white. Gifts is a pretty good draw. So we'll get to Gifts at his end step. How many combos in this deck? We didn't actually count all of the combos in the deck, so I'm not sure offhand how many there are. It's also possible I'm supposed to like de-sphere this and then like... Nah, I'm definitely supposed to save this for another Nahiri. His deck does have pretty minimal counters game one. He's already burned a Remand and a Mana Leak here, so the Skip Shift kills him through a Mana Leak. Alright, so we're just getting a bunch of Scape Shifts here. We're just going to get Scape Shift. While this lags, we'll get Scape Shift, Bring to Light, Snapcaster Mage, Eternal Witness. Or maybe Scape Shift, Bring to Light, Glittering Wish, Eternal Witness. Yeah, I like that. God damn it, Magic Online. God dang it. Dang it, Bobby. Oh, Magic Online. Do you need something to eat, kiddo? No, I don't want a Hollowed Fountain, Magic Online. Believe it or not, I don't want a Hollowed Fountain. Alright, we're gonna... kill it with fire. Alright. Start it back up. I'm scared to see what we're gonna come back to. I'm scared to see what we're gonna come back to. How to play Magic Online for free with Jeff Hoagland. Yep. Basically. Oh, look at that. Okay, it's selected the Glittering Wish. I don't want a Hollowed Fountain. No, unclick that one. Gosh, I just restarted it. Stop lagging. Okay, Bring to Light, Scape Shift, Glittering Wish, and what was the third one? Eternal Witness? Yeah, Witness. Just like mono white screen hard locks. Telling you that you're the problem, not the client, right? What's the matter, bud? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We technically still lose the cryptic command here, right? It's unfortunate. So I'm going to get the Bastion back here and then cast Escape Shift out of my hand. Actually, I'm going to cast the Glittering Wish. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I want to play around Mana Leak with everything we can. Yes. Let's get Sin Collector here. So next turn we'll go Collector into Escape Shift. Sure. We would be way ahead on clock right now if it wasn't for Magic Online being poop. Magic Online poop, news at 11, you know, details. Tri-Builder, okay. Those are in our deck, look at that. Okay, fair. Afternoon Stank. I like it being a little conservative here, but like we shouldn't like lose to something we can afford to play around here. We're not under any kind of real clock or pressure. Main deck Leyline of Sanctity. Okay, sure. That's real. Grab the swamp. Oh, I could have gotten Panglacial Worm. That was sloppy. Thankfully, we've got two answers to this in our hand, so. Opponent's not attacking because they want to leave up mana for Ghostly Prison. They want to leave up mana to counterspell, and Ghostly Prison makes them pay mana to attack. What you got? Whole lot of nothing, huh? Bolt, Path, Emrakul, sure. Yep, we're gonna escape shift them. What a dagger. Not. I tapped my lands wrong. Wow, didn't play around the remand. Yep. What a dagger. That was all on me. All on me. Yep. Six, 7, 8. Yeah, we're at 21. There's no reason to like aggressively sphere or anything. Good, good. He's on the time us out because Moto sucks plan. Excellent. So hopefully we just win this in 2 because I don't think we're gonna have time for 3 with all the client crashes. Battle of Wits solves already got about problems. That it does. That it does. Alright, so we've played this matchup every time now. So Stony Silence out, Journey to Nowhere out, Counterflux in, Kitchen Finks in, Detention Sphere in, probably Meddling Mage in too even. It's probably fine. Fulminator Mage aborted in Fulminator last time, I think. That's probably better than Meddling Mage. It's probably better than Meddling Mage, better than Malira though. We're below 200 cards. How can we win with Battle of Wits? We're below 200 cards. Oh no. Oh no. Why would I board out the wishes? I really hope he pretty gets the build deck right. I Maybe this deck has something to it. I think we do have a good matchup against the Nahiri deck. This hand doesn't really do anything. Yeah, mulligan. Yeah, this hand's much better. Yep, top. We're on the draw. Sounds great. Spend Ancestral Vision. Sure. Oh, he had game 1 visions, right? Greedy. Double Suspend Visions. Alright, we might be in a little bit of trouble this game. I'm going to get a Hollowed Fountain here and cast Glittering Wish for something. I'm not sure what. I'm going to get Spell Snared. Yeah, get Spell Snared. Peace. Peace, Dwight. It is a pity we can't bring for battle. You're not wrong. Ooh, he missed his 3rd land drop. That's good for us. He's getting mana leaked. That's annoying. Play this tapped. Miss it again. Miss it again. Sweet. I think we're just going to upkeep gifts here. Probably off of breeding pool. Do I need 2 blue? Need red too, though. Yeah, off stomping ground, I think. Yeah, off stomping ground. Dispel, sure. Is he gonna miss his land drop still after that? Did he mulligan? No, I guess he's just low on cards. No, he kept this game. He's just low on cards because he suspended 2 of these. Low on cards. His hand was low. Awakent with the 213 sub. Thank you for the continued support, mate. I really appreciate it. God, I want this Farseek to resolve. But I guess if he's countering this, I'm happy that he's countering it. Negating it, sure. I'm gonna shock this in and pass. Let this resolve. Counterflux on Nahiri. And he just goes land pass, he has to discard. What do we have for Bring to Light to get for 4? I guess we could Slaughter Games him. Take his Nahiris away. Just risk getting burned out at that point. It's definitely on infinite counter magic right now. Yeah, I think we're just supposed to play Drago here. Yeah, probably. Just like pull some lands up and find a Panglacial Worm. Or we should save it for 5 to get... Right. He has a Emrakul we can take. Like playing Nahiri with counter magic up. Good thing I have my no button. No. Bad. No. No. Alright, so we're gonna crack this. Get a blue something, I think. Blue red. Yeah, blue red sounds fine. When in doubt, get more mountains. So for the Primeval Titan kill. Helix actually isn't a bad draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I really don't want to run into Mana Leak. I finished 10, 4, and 1 with the draw being intentional. 2 Nahiri, sure. Think I'm going to Helix this Nahiri here. Yeah, I'm just going to Helix this Nahiri here. Use our mana. We hit an untapped land next turn. We can fetch for Panglacial Worm. And another Helix. We can kill the Nahiri. Well, Battle of Wits has to counter that, right? So I guess we lead on Bring for 5. Oh no, this is bad because Nahiri just exiles Battle of Wits. Ooh, he lets us resolve. He probably wants to counter. What do we get here? Do we get the Slaughter Games for the Emrakul, or do we just... I think we're losing this game. I'm just going to try and get the bribery and hope this resolves. He might have something weird like flash freeze. Yeah, this is style points. This is going to get negated or mana leaked, but there's merit to definitely merit to just like getting the slaughter games there. Definitely merit to just getting slaughter games there. The problem is we're like going to die to the Colonnade if we slaughter games them. And like the Nahiri is still providing selection. We could also go for Scapeshift. I agree. This gives style points though. Getting clicked, sure. So even if we had scape shifted there, the same thing would have happened here. Take away my bribery. At least we get to anger this. I mean, if he has Snapcaster, like, he just, like, leaves all these cards here. Took the bribery away. Summoner's Pact, huh? That seems okay. Yeah, negate maybe. You finish resolving the Nahiri trigger. You do all of the Nahiri trigger. This is getting dispelled. This is actually pretty good for us. We get to anger the board now. We unfortunately don't have enough to anger plus battle this turn, but let's cash this in. I honestly don't know how either of those matchups are that you just asked about because neither of those decks are very popular modern decks, so I haven't spent time playing against them. Crumble. Sure. So there's another counterspell probably. I'm just going to play this out because it forces him to minus the Nahiri if he doesn't have a counterspell. He probably has a counterspell and we're going to have to go to a game 3, but that's fine. Yeah. And we could still just, like, you know, peel a Glittering Wish or a Bring to Light or just any of our I win the game cards here. So, make him use his mana. A little slow. It's a bit. I guess Journey's probably better than Anger. It's like 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other. Anger's probably better than Wrath of God. Not really. I just play whatever I feel like playing. There's so many people that want to see so many different things that like taking general suggestions from the audience always leaves someone feeling like they didn't get heard. All right, let's try this time out. Keep. Think this is fine. Blue green, blue white, mage. Opponent mulligan. That's good for us. Foreign cards don't exist on Magic Online because quality. I think I'm going to name Remand with this. Yeah, naming Remand sounds great. I think they usually have more remands than mana leaks. I'll just eat the snare, sure. So regardless of what we cast there, we were getting snared, which is fine. Am I supposed to end to the north here? Yeah, I think I'm supposed to end to the north. Definitely get the dual land, play this, pass the turn. Depending on what he does here, we could like play Glen with blue up, which seems not unreasonable. No, the Gifts Rock deck was a one-off fun afternoon. Much like this. Probably not going to spend a ton of time tuning this past, playing a second, whatever it's called. We talked about what it was called. What is that card? Panglacial Worm. Another Panglacial Worm in the deck. Ooh, that resolved. That's pretty good for us. Unless he's got just like 2 bolts. He suspended a Visions here, right? Maybe he's just on like negates and dispels. Yeah, definitely. We do magic questions while we do hex, and we do hex questions while I play magic. We're double stream. So make him have 2 removal spells for this. He can just bolt and then relic. Well, at least he didn't see that. Opponent just said, I forgot I had relic. Yep. Seems loose. If he would have fetched untapped, he fetched a land there. Because I don't think there aren't any dedicated graveyard decks in Hex or Crypt decks or whatever you want to call them. Like you don't really need the effect that it provides. You could have removal for this plus a counter for this, or a counter flux. Details. Huh. Do I want to discard one of these? I think I do. Nah, I'm just gonna keep them. That's fine. Having 2 win conditions in our hand when we have a bunch of mana is probably ideal. So Nahiri gets him in 2, possibly Primeval Titan comes down next turn, needs an answer. So just like Answer this thing, answer this thing, answer this thing, answer this thing. His Ancestral Visions comes off in 2, so hopefully we just pressure him into the ground before then. Yeah, discarding seems loose. I agree. Sweet. Primordial Titan's resolving. Actually, if we just draw land, we kill him, right? We need untapped land to kill him. I guess let's start with this and bend this. And then that kills him, right? We play this. We go boop, boop, cast Glittering Wish, and then we go green, white, blue, red, colorless, get Scape Shift, kill you? Yeah. Yep. Yo, dog, I heard you like tutors, so I gave you a tutor to tutor for your tutor. GG's opponent. Is he conceding? What is going on? Yeah, he's conceding. All right, good guy. Good guy. Doesn't make me click through all this. God bless him or her. God bless him or her. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab the chillins, and then we'll play some more Battle of Wits. That's pretty funny, Penguin Power. It's just the type of deck people don't like losing to, you know. Let's restack the wish board here. You know, after Magic Online came back alive, since it crashed once already. The Panglacial Worm is very good. I want, when we play this in the next league with this deck, we're gonna put a second Panglacial Worm in. I've wanted the second Panglacial Worm in basically every match we've played. We've also like only played against Jeskai control, so like that might change, but all of the Jeskai control decks, Panglacial Worm seems nuts. I mean, I'd much rather lose to Twin than Lantern Control. Playing against Lantern Control is miserable. I mean, different strokes for different folks, but I know like that's the very common consensus is that playing against Lantern Control is miserable. I don't think that is an unreasonable consensus. The problem with Lantern Control and decks like Lantern Control like Eggs is that you feel bad if you concede to the deck because it you technically had a very minute percentage chance to not lose the game, but you also feel bad if you don't concede because your percentage of winning is so astronomically low. Whereas with decks like Splinter Twin and Kiki Cord, when they're dead, they're all the way dead. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, there's not like, well, maybe he's kind of dead or anything like that. It's just you're dead, the game's over, etc. We are teaching our opponents how witful we are this evening. Sure, you very likely lost, but statistically speaking, you aren't just dead. It did it again. Look at this. It didn't even. It. This league is super free, I suppose. Let's. I'm gonna close this now because there's no way this is gonna work with two of the match windows open. I feel like whenever people recommend Traverse the Uvenwald, they don't understand that it's not trivial to enable Delirium. Which round do we play, Head? No, you can only comp the same league once, unfortunately. And keep this on the draw. If opponent's playing a fast deck, timely reinforcements will buy time. If opponent's not playing a fast deck, we don't need time. We'll just like need a blue source at some point. Or a search. Yeah! 8 drop. Perfect. Yep. Alrighty, so we hit that. Opponent's playing Scape Shift, it looks like. This hand's medium against Scape Shift. Not having acceleration is probably bad for us. Jake doesn't. Yep. No, he's fine. Prismatic Omen. Okay. Well, I wasn't expecting this to do anything, but now it does. Maybe. 2:30-ish, I think. At least another hour.
The weeds out front are outrageous.
They are.
Like,
Get Steam Vents here. Brings the Rootbound Crag in untapped. Give him the D. Yes. Ugh. Land kill us? Oh, alright. Oh, not dead yet. We will be next turn when he casts Escape Shift, though. Alright. Well, in a world where our opponent has 2 lands in hand and draws a land for the turn or accelerants, we could win this game. They don't have counter magic, and they don't have Escape Shift. Alright. Bottom. Bricks. Build a house of bricks. Tri-builder, sure. It's unfortunate that the Nasty Terrasti is in our hand, because that's the one I would like to get. If he has a counterspell here, we're obviously just like pretty hosed. It looks like this pauses a counterspell. Remand, sure. Looking for lands. Oh. Yeah, we would have gotten Iona plus and burial rates had this resolved. Opponent's seen a lot of cards now. They double bottomed with the last Serum Visions. They remanded. They double bottomed with this Serum Visions. Are we dead? Am I dead? Looks like we're dead. Yep. I'm just going to concede. I'm not going to make him do it. We actually could have been scummy there, and in response to him searching his library for lands, we could have gotten we could have conceded and then seen his deck, because that's how Magic Online works, because quality. I'm always going to be Glittering Wishing for Slaughter Games or Bring to Light, I think, and I'm going to bring in Kitchen Finks too, so I'm just going to cut a bunch of the removal that we have in the main deck. Journey and some Angers. We'll leave in Wraths in case he brings in troops. Seems fine. I guess Stony Silence. His Journey's better than Anger because he never has tiny guys. And then Stony Silence does nothing. I'd like to play first. Seems kind of medium. I think I like accelerants on the play, though. I don't think we always keep those. No, don't spend search. Bottom, okay. So you're saying there's a chance. Since we have a Primeval Titan in hand, all of these things are getting mountains. Just no reason not to try and maximize that as our avenue to victory. Yeah, we're playing into the north. Kept one land on the draw. Okay. One land Serum Visions on the draw, I guess. Into the north and Gifts Ungiven. Yeah. What a lucker. Statistically, he's bound to get there between that and then extra looks, and yeah, and likely has in 2-mana Accelerant like he does here. God, he played around the Sudden Shock too. Must be ghosting. That's one turn late. Sad day. Just going to run this Primeval Titan into a Remand next turn. On the off chance he doesn't have it, we will get 2 Valakuts. Sweet. Yes. Valakut. Valakut. Play a mountain, deal 6 to him. Always yes, always yield. Always yes, always yield. What you're trying to do with this deck, you're trying to kill your opponent. You either mill them out or deal them damage or win with Battle of Wits. You're trying to win a game of Magic. Opponent could go 6 land Prismatic Omen, Scapeshift, kill us. If so, GG's. Yep, that's exactly what's about to happen. It's unfortunate. Yep. One turn slow. Good greedy keep opponent. He actually just didn't. Oh, we drew a Farseek as a spell. That's fine. Our keep wasn't great either, I suppose.
Do you boys want to come upstairs? Can I just leave this open and let them do what they want?
Yep. The deck I played at the Open is fairly different from the deck that I played on stream. You can go ahead and look back at the archives and see the differences between the decks. There are a number of distinct differences that make the deck that I played at the Open much better than the deck that I played with on stream. Yep. Stir fry is fine. Nope, no creature combos. There are links to the deck list below the stream. It's difficult to see all of the cards because there are a lot of them on screen, I know, so... Join up. I'd like to play first. Again, it is worth noting that like our deck building mistakes lost us one of the matches that we lost so far today. So gonna get Hollowed Fountain here. Yeah, Hollowed Fountain. We can activate that and make green white. Did it double start again? It double started again on us after I restarted. I think the mono blue prison deck is probably fairly bad. The person that top 32'd the standard open with it not only had 2 buys, but they were the only person in top 32 with a record of X5, so that person went 8-5 with the deck. The more I play, the more I want an Ahiri in the sideboard. So I think we're probably going to change that too. Just like cut one of these random cards. Probably just get Bring to Light for now. I guess we'll just leave the second one open until it becomes laggy and unplayable. Merfolk, no, don't spread my seas. Yeah, uncounterable spell sounds great. I'll say we do need a blue or a white source in order to cast this Verdict, so let's just go ahead and play this. I'm just going to play the Mountain and pass the turn here, because if he goes to spread my Bastion next turn, or if he goes to spread like my Mountain... Courage Catcher, sure. Yeah, man. Play another Lord. You got another Lord? Wonderful. Let's get a solid 3 for 1 here. I'm aware. That deck's existed for a while. I mean, it's put up infrequent results before. It's just one of the many like tier 3 decks in Modern that's occasionally going to spike an event. Allies top 8'd that event as well. It doesn't mean Allies is stellar. Spread Massey, sure. Wait, is there a spreading seas on something here? Wait, what? What is... Anyone understand what's going on? So there's no... Okay, it makes blue mana, but it's... Sure, you do you. You do you, Watsy, you do you. So let's cast Idyllic Tutor. Grab Battle of Wits. Oh, that's the card I forgot. There should be a Teferi's Moat in here. That's the other card I want. Maybe Teferi's Moat? Yeah, probably Teferi's Moat. Or Teferi. I'll respell that. I'll just search for Moat in a second. I shouldn't do this while I'm doing other things, or Magic Online is going to have an aneurysm and die. Will you get Spell Pierce next turn? I'm gonna play around Spell Pierce since we drew a land. If we didn't draw the land, I don't think I'd play around Spell Pierce, but we can afford to do that now. Although I guess if like he Spell Pierce the Battle of Wits, we just like kill him with Scape Shift next turn. Yeah, so there's a Spreading Seas on this basic mountain that's in play right now. I guess I could open this up, because Magic Online is open twice currently, and apparently I can play in either window. Shoot this. There's only one Spreading Seas on this mountain, but Magic Online is showing it twice. Mutagenic Growth, that's adorable. So we're just gonna go ahead and play Sun Petal Grove, and then I think we just kill him with Scape Shift here, so we don't give him a chance to like have a Lord in hand, and then like play a Lord, draw a Lord next turn. Seems like a mistake. So yes, let's go boop, 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 boop. Green, white from white. Cast this for 5 colors. Cast Scape Shift. Look at that. Had the Spell Pierce. Get Scape Shift. Cast Scape Shift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sacrifice all of our lands. Do 18 to you. Maybe we should have cast Battle of Wits for the sake of the clock, because this Scape Shift takes forever to resolve. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna reload Magic Online. No, it's not even that expensive. It's like 1,400 tickets. It's like Jund. Why, Magic Online? Why? I just want to Scape Shift, people. I just want to Scape Shift, people. All right. Hopefully that's 6 mountains. All right. God bless it. Gotcha. 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 I mean, we're playing 11 Scape Shifts in our 200 card Scape Shift deck, so. And we've killed people with Pang Glacial Worm. And now I'd lied to you, right? Yep. Can't even play it online. I think I'm going to bring in these extras as just removal spells here. We don't need Rest in Peace. Stony Silence is probably fine to draw. We don't need Ley Line of Sanctity. All the removal's great, so yeah, let's try this, I think. I want Fire Spout and Verdict on the board, I think, because there's going to be times where we need Verdicts, there's going to be times where we're short, and Fire Spout's fine. Finks is probably better than Glenelendra. Oh, put in a Nahiri in the board. Yeah, I should do that. I forget we can board into that. And if we get to a game 3, I'll put in a Nahiri in the board. Keep Prismatic Omen's pretty good against. It's bad against Island Walk, but it's good against Spreading Seas. So. And this hand has at least one piece of acceleration and a removal, so we're going to curve acceleration into fixing, and then this Summoner's Pact can get a Titaned, hopefully, in the game very quickly. Master, sure. If he has another Lord next turn, this hand's probably going to be too slow. Second Prismatic Omen, not nearly as good as the first. 250, I believe. You had to have like 30 cards of each color or something weird. Just passing. That's pretty good for us. I'm assuming this is getting countered. Get a mountain, maybe? Sure. I don't think it really matters at this point. Drawing that naturally is not the worst. I'm assuming this is getting countered. Yeah. No. Hmm. So I can pact for Steve, and then Steve can go like block kill. That seems okay. It is worth noting that all of our lands count as islands, though, so our opponent's creatures are unblockable. Steve, I'm aware. That's why I got Steve. That is why Steve is in the house. So now the question is, do I want to block this and kill this? I think I'm just supposed to kill the Master of the Pearl Trident here. We'll move to blocks, obviously, in case something bad happens, but I think this is what we're supposed to do. I mean, I think back for Steve was the right line there. And we needed to start killing his guys before they kill us. Yes. If we don't get spreading seas, so we're in an okay spot. That's really good. Because this triggers when this comes into play, and then we can crack the fetch at any point to trigger it again. This doesn't give itself unblockable. I'm going to hold this Stomping Ground for now because it's a removal spell. You can crumble... Yeah, you can crumble your own land. Why would we want to, though? Alright, we got two bolts on the table. Prismatic Omens are hot. I'm saving the crumble for him to play a Mutavault. I mean, Prismatic Omen makes all of our things islands, so crumbling the thing he makes into an island doesn't do anything. If we win this game, we're going to be 3-2. And we lost at least one of the two matches we lost to a deck building mistake. Look, it's a grizzly bear. Oh, jeez. I forgot we have Panglacial Worm. Look at the mistakes I've made. Look at the mistakes I've made. Oh, jeez, we could have Panglacial Wormed him. God, I'm so bad. I told you, I just got done talking about the worm too. He wants to just have a bunch of counter spells, right? Like negates and spell pierces. I could Eternal Witness something back here, but I want to worm him just to worm him at this point. One, two, three, four, 6, 7. Yeah, but killing him last turn with the Wooded Foothills isn't nearly as fun as putting a worm into play. You have to evaluate the fun to not fun ratio, and putting a worm into play is way more fun. Rawr. We'll dismember the worm. Fine. I won't kill you with the Panglacial Worm. Killjoy. All I wanted to do was worm somebody. Is that so much to ask? Rawr. Got him. Ha! Got him. Alright. The old 3-2. Not bad. Could have easily been 5-0 if we'd built the deck a little better. So run a quick commercial, and then we will fix this bad boy up and play another match or two before we sign off. Only 105 lands. That is correct. Alright, so I'm putting a Nahiri in the board because I've wanted to Glittering Wish for it more than once now. I didn't think that was going to come up, but it definitely has, so I'm always willing to admit when I'm wrong. So let's cut. Let's cut one of these board cards. Because obviously we can't play. Can't play this many cards on the board. Need to trim something. I don't know if I want the Teferi's mode. The more I think about it, the more I think we just probably want to get Battle of Wits most of the time. We went 3-2 in the first league. It's a little bit better. If we would have had a second Panglacial one, we would have been at least 4-1. Got the Sphere of Pulse. Yeah, I like that. Teferi's mode is modern legal. I think I'm going to cut the D-Sphere. Wheels for random graveyard decks. Like Dredge, yeah. Do we want a Gifts counterspell package? Is that something we said we wanted? What would the Gifts counterspell package look like? It would be like a negate, a counter squall, and like a dispel. Want to make room for like this in here? Negate, counter, squall, dispel. Like you get like these 3 plus Snapcaster Mage in your Gifts Ungiven package. I don't hate this. Should probably trim some stuff if we do this. Probably cut the Quasley Pride Mage. Don't need that and Reclamation Sage. A counterflux for Glittering Wishing for, though. A Pact of Negation? Yeah, I guess if we're gifting, Pact of Negation's castable. No, like the Malira is just randomly there for infect, and this might not even be worth it. Like that's really super slow. I think I'm actually gonna cut this. I think I'd rather just have like the Kitchen Finks for like value. Boom Wizard with the 413 sub. Thank you for the continued support, mate. I appreciate it. 96 out of 150 towards our next long stream. Alright. So we're almost back down to 241. Instead of Dispel a Swan Song. The Swan Song's gonna kill us a lot of the time. Yeah, Swan Song's bad and again the control, yeah. I don't think we need this Noxious Revival. Because, like, we just, like, bring to Lightscape Shift Witness. Yeah, I don't think we need the Noxious Revival. So let's do this. Let's try another league. Update the deck list on my Metery page below the stream. Thank you to everyone that's hanging out here this evening while we screw around with our Battle of Wits deck. For people that have never seen this before, the deck is based around this card called Battle of Wits, which is a 5-mana enchantment that says, at the beginning of your upkeep, if you have 200 or more cards in your deck, you win the game. So we're playing basically a control tutor deck that has over 200 cards. In this case, we're playing 241 cards, because that allows us to use Battle of Wits consistently. D-Pants with the brand new sub. Welcome to the stream, mate. I appreciate that next level of support. New sub hype. You get some sweet emotes, and more importantly, you get to help me keep doing what I do. I stream because I love it, but the more subs I have, the more often I am able to do what we are doing here today. It's just like 2 matches again? Just like every single time? Just every match we've played today is just doubled? I think I can keep this. I need some lands, but deck has a lot of mana in it. So, like, the nuts draw here is an accelerant next turn into a land Nahiri the following turn. So we want to be able to cast. So this is getting Breeding Pool. I think we're going to go Breeding Pool into Hallowed Fountain here, so we can cast the Kitchen Finks on through regardless of the 3rd land that we draw. Well, that's not very promising. I guess this could get Stomping Ground. Yeah, probably want to get Stomping Grounds, because this is going to help us find more lands. So let's get Stomping Ground here. And then if we get Shadowed, I'm going to tilt. Tilt! Any untapped land? Any untapped land? Oh, no. That's not exactly what we asked for, but maybe it'll be fine. If this resolves, we get to get our blue-white snowland. The old Boreal Shelf here. Old snow blue-white duel. We have an Emrakul, but we can kill people without battle. But like we have Nahiri for Emrakul, and we have what else do we have? We have Nahiri for Emrakul, and we have Scape Shift to kill them. If he just like delves into a Tasigur here, we'll just de-sphere it on our turn. Yeah, looking like Liliana, so probably de-sphering that too. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and bin the Hornet Queen here. Obviously not doing a whole lot. Hopefully we hit a land. Land would be perfect. That's actually like a great land, right? Like it's gonna taking away his graveyard. It's probably super relevant. Yeah, the old double Liliana under the detention sphere. There are allied snow-covered duels, correct? Huh. I think I'm gonna start on Courser here. I would like to hit some more land drops. I wouldn't be surprised to see this get countered though. We got to like a bunch of things that are gonna need to get countered. That's super unfortunate. God, we just haven't hit on Courser at all today. Oh, that didn't get terminated, so we've got that going for us. This is on 3 now. We did add in the second worm. Getting Bolt Snap bolted probably. Gives us an opportunity to resolve. Yeah, it gives us an opportunity to resolve Nahiri, which is nice. I think I'm just gonna bin this negate. Yeah, I'm just gonna bin the negate. Land. That's not awkward at all. Oh, Nissa Vastwood Seers, that does sound sweet. I could probably see a summoning pack. If we can flip the Nissa, we probably just want to get Primeval Titan. I feel like that's probably true. We can like Bolt Snap bolted again. Call against command. Call against command plus bolt. That's really annoying. Yep. God, it's a shame we don't have Battle of Wits in hand. We just get to resolve it. I think we just cast Gifts Ungiven here while he's tapped out. Get a value gifts. So I think we're getting Unburial Rites. Since we already have 2 fatties he probably can't beat in the graveyard. Thragtusk. Come on, Magic Online. There is Unburial Rites in the deck. We're going to get Unburial Rites, Thragtusk, I think Battle of Wits, and maybe an Eternal Witness. Oh, right. There's 2 of them open, so it's going to lock up. All right, we'll kill it again. Why does it... The 2 of window happens because Magic Online is programmed by a bunch of people who are paid far less than the average programmer's rate in the Seattle area. These are Hearthstone. I find Hearthstone's gameplay largely boring and uninteresting. We do play Hex several days per week, though. Alright, get Thragtusk. And Burial Rites. Primeval Titan doesn't seem great. Battle of Wits sounds great. What do we want as the 4th card here? Thragtusk, Unburial Rites, Battle of Wits. Maybe a Bring to Light for just another tutor. Could be anything. Dealer's choice. We have all 5 colors. Yeah, that seems fine. So we're getting an Unburial Rites either way here, which is nice. He's only got 2 cards in hand, but he's got this coming off in 2 turns. So next turn he's not going to have Resolved Ancestral Vision, so we'll get to try and force something through. I don't think we have time to dirtle around with Eternal Witness, and even if we decide we do, the Bring to Light can end up getting that later. I want things that either win the game immediately, like Battle of Wits, or impact the board in some manner. Opponent put Battle in the graveyard. Gave us the Unburial Rites. Sure. So that means even if they do have a hard counter, so there's no remand in their hands, they could have double hard counter. Are we hoping to hit double hard counter? We're definitely targeting the Hornet Queen. Like, that's not close. I won't be surprised if this doesn't resolve. Not expecting main deck negate, expecting like Mana Leak. I don't expect remand because he would have put it in the bin if he had remand. Cryptic Command? Okay. I was not expecting that. I guess Ancestral Visions could mean he's not more likely to have Cryptic Command. The fact that this is coming off this turn is pretty bad for us, though. Means he's more likely to hit another blue source and then have Snapcaster Cryptic next turn or something along those lines. What is he tapping out for here? Does he have a maybe he drew a 2-mana counter? Exiles Ancestral Vision, sure. He playing something for 2? Tassiger, sure. Must still have a Mana Leak then? Or a remand possibly? Taking 2 down to 14 here. If we hit an untapped green source, I'm probably playing the Kitchen Fangs. It's close though. Timely's not bad. I think we jam Thragdead here. I think regardless of which line we take, we're getting counterspelled. Oh, wow, that resolved. Okay, sweet. That's great. I'm just going to gain a bunch of life now. Block. Alright, good. Let's see if this resolves before we decide if we want to attack or not. I guess I could wait one more turn to play around Mana Leak. Am I supposed to play around Mana Leak here? I feel like he can't possibly have that many counters in his deck with Liliana, but I'm sure I'm about to be proven wrong. I'm going to get Mana Leaked and just wish I had waited a turn. Nope, just comes into play. Sweet. Alright, Reanimate Plagued Wind. Attack for 5. He's going to trade here, which is fine. This is game 1. So next turn, we'll pact for another scary green guy. He could have Damnation or Anger in the main deck. I don't think that's completely unreasonable. But yeah, the old Unburial Rites Plagued Wind is probably pretty good. Start fetching some mountains here. Primeval Titan. Activate Loot House or Cryptic? Activate Loot House is real good for us. Cryptic is medium. I guess it's possible I'm supposed to attack first, but like, he could Cryptic tap. Oh, activate Loot House. That's good for us. I think if this resolves, we're getting Valakut +1 mountain here. Just in case it dies, I want a Valakut on the table. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to get Valakut +1 mountain, and I'm going to get a Stomping Ground here so we have excess... So we have excess green sources in case something weird happens next turn. Because we do have to pay for Summoner's Pact. I guess his out could be here. He could Blood Moon us, and then we can't pay for the Summoner's Pact. So I guess maybe there's a world where we get 2 forests there, but I don't think that's the world we're living in. Like if he has main deck Blood Moon in his deck, he's just like more psychotic than we are, and he can win the game. Loot House, sure. Dig for that Blood Moon, make me lose the game. It's looking like our opponent's not going to beat our Value Gifts Ungiven. That Value Gifts was really good. It effectively drew 3 cards. Your employment has been terminated, Primeval Titan. We are currently playing a Battle of Wits deck, like the title says. Fetch another mountain out. I'm not playing this Kitchen Finks out because his out here is Anger, and the Kitchen Finks will get swept away by Anger. So we've got 4 mountains in play right now, so we're just one more. We got 4 mountains, and this is a virtual 5th mountain. So we're only 1 mountain away from starting to ping him with this Valakut that we got with the Primeval Titan. So our record today, we went 3-2 in the first league with one of the matches being lost on having a second Panglacial Worm, so we have 2 Panglacial Worms now. Oh, we can just use this to get Worm, can't we? Okay, I won't crack this at end step. Good call. Things are about to get wiggly. You've terminated my beast. Ship with yeah, blocks. Is this like Damnation this turn? Has to be Damnation, right? That's the only reason you shoved the Tassiger in. It's a virtual 5th mountain because we can fetch a mountain with it. Oh, sure. Yep. You get that Tasker back, buddy. He wouldn't terminate the Beast of Damnation, and sure. That makes sense. No, I will not reveal the Tree Folk. I'm going to go ahead and hit him with this. Get him down to 2 Valakut trigger range. Obsidat's aid. Yep. Actually ahead on clock in this match somehow. Which don't ask me how that's possible. He might be thinking he can win this game, but he needs an answer for this worm to win this game. I guess if he can answer the worm, he can probably start pushing damage after he takes this kitchen finks away. I love our Landro too. It's wonderful. And it's possible I should have played out that Finks earlier, but I don't know. I like playing around anger. Okay, sure. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Correct this. This is gonna be another matchup where we want the second, Panglacial Worm too. It's looking like. We got a mountain here. Working towards that Valakut still. Sure, yeah, snap terminate for the worm, but then that means this timely reinforcements is gonna make a bunch of troops. So, yeah, so he's gonna snap terminate the worm, but like we didn't spend a card on this worm, so like he's spending his snapcaster on a card that we didn't spend a card on. He's down to 1 card in hand. We're only going to 12 here. We're gonna put 4 more power on the table next turn. So even if we brick, even things that get mountains aren't even bricks at this point. This insect can hopefully hold this Tassiger at bay for a little while. We have a bunch of draws that just like kill him on the spot. Alright, so I want to start by casting timely reinforcements. We don't gain life, we get 3 guys. Watch him like bolt his own snapcaster in response, that would be funny. Oh god, he's doing it. Oh, counter squall. Interesting. Sure. God, if we scape shifted him here, that would have been so good. I can choose not to activate this. Yes, I can. Yep, we're gonna go ahead and poke him for 1 in the air. Puts him to 5. I think we have to tap mana for the worm before we cast it, but I don't want to test that theory. You can have Inquisition of Kozilek back. Oh, geez, Steve gets the second worm. Oh, man. I forgot there was another worm. That's loose as a goose. Huh. Yeah, we definitely should have done that. We should have just not played Timely or Reclamation Sage. Just, like, played Steve and passed and used Steve to get another worm. We had enough of that, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, definitely had enough to do that. This is a Bring to Light deck. That's all he's attacking with. Well, that means we can get Worm next turn, which is nice. This kills him, though? Yeah, that kills him. So we just crack this, which triggers the Valakut, and then Steve triggers the Valakut. Let's see, can I cast this? Oh, I can cast it with... Okay, good. So I don't have to float mana. Oh god, is it going to let me cancel? Is it going to die? There's a basic mountain in here still, right? Yeah, snow-covered mountain. So we get this. I would not like to pay 2 life. Deal 3 to our opponent. Sack this. Shadow Zord with the brand new sub. You've been around a while. I appreciate you stepping up to that next level of support and subbing. I really do. My opponent just said in chat, mind-blowing. You bring us to 98 out of 150 towards our next long stream. We're even up on clock after all of that crap. Good lord. Good lord. Okay, so what are we doing here? The Stony Silence is out, obviously. Is that the only cut? Slaughter games can come out. What do we want in? Probably want Counterflux in. Wouldn't hate Fulminator Mage. I'm just like thinking of things we want to board in that we wouldn't mind drawing over these other cards that that we're likely never going to wish for. Misclick sub. I don't know how that works. Cut the Reclamation Sage for a Finks. We do play Glittering Wish. 4 of them. That's why the sideboard is all multicolored cards. Cut an Anger and bring in a Sin Collector too. Bribery's fine. I think Bribery's better than a lot of the other cards. Mulligan. That seems fine. Bottom and on land. Run some lands off. Cast Battle on 4, 5, whatever it's called. Spend Division. Sure, man. You do you. Look at that. Look at that. So we want this to be Temple Garden, but then we need to draw another blue in order for... Do I want to just cast Runetailor this turn? I feel like I do. I feel like I want to like fetch Temple Garden and just like name Tassiger maybe. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to get Temple Garden. Hopefully we'll just draw a blue source at some point before we get to 5 lands. And I'm going to name Tassiger the Golden Fang. That card can aggro us out. Now we just like, it can sit there and draw him cards, but like, I think that's fine. Then we just get to ignore it basically. If he plays Liliana of the Veil, the question is, do we discard this? I think we're supposed to discard this. It's looking like Liliana of the Veil. Fulminator Mage. That's gross. Want to buy lands. Another one? Okay, this one's Liliana. I'm gonna bend this Verdict. I haven't. I will be playing real modern decks more in the next week and a half. Currently, I think the blue build is ideal. Regardless of which build you're playing, you should probably have 4. You should probably have 4 Nahiri in the 75, 76, 70. However many cards you're playing, you should have 4 Nahiris in them, and an Emrakul. 4 Nahiri Emrakul is definitely ideal for Cord. Like I say, thanks to a little over 700 people that are still hanging out here this early evening, watching us battle with our wits. There's a lot of different things you could be doing, different people could be watching. So thanks for choosing to spend part of your time here with us. If it's your first time by the stream, welcome. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I am a professional Magic the Gathering player. And here on this channel, we play Constructed Magic and Constructed Hex TCGs. God, that's a beating. If you're enjoying the content, I would choose you to show that support by using the follow or sub buttons below the stream. We, on the other hand, are just going to die. There are just so many things I don't like about Hearthstone, so probably not ever playing it. Even just how the economy works, like the fact that you just like vomit money into a black pit. Like, you never get money back out of Hearthstone. You just, like, vomit money into this account that it's, like, the fact that there's not a fluid economy like Magic, MTGO, and Hex have is just, like, really crappy. Yeah, I'm just going to concede. We've gotten Stone Rain too many times. I'll get over to game 3 here. It's possible because our opponent's down 3 minutes on the clock, I should, like, make that game play out to its natural conclusion, but I really don't feel like it. Naming Liliana would protect us from the Edict effect. It does not protect us from the +1. It protects us from the -2 in the ultimate, though. Always feel free to come up at events. If I'm not in the middle of a match, feel free to come say hello. This gets Godless Shrine, probably. Actually, I should probably get redundant colors just because our opponent's Stone Raining us so much. So maybe I get Breeding Pool. Temple Garden, perhaps. Yeah, I'm going to get Temple Garden. Let him pick what color he takes this off of. We 2-3'd our first league with Battle of Wits.
What?
Yeah. Or 3-2'd, sorry. 3-2'd. 3-2'd, not 2-3'd. Yeah, we cashed it.
Well,
And it's a competitive league, too, so you know our deck's real.
are just like playing Infinite Tutors?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, that's the best one.
It's like a EDH deck with 4 ofs. The card hoarder logo that you see there rotating on the sponsors below the stream, they provide me with, very generously, with all the different cards so I can play a variety of different decks here on stream. Without their support, you would basically see Kiki Cord, and that's about it. So, sweet. So even after he kills us, we're getting another land next turn, which is great. I assume this is his employment's getting terminated here. Nope. Really? Okay, so you're just going to like play Liliana and Edict us? Yeah, sure. Oh, Nahiri plus Courser is so hot. We're just going to take this opportunity to resolve Nahiri, though. Do I want to Fetch Shock here, or do I want to get a basic? I think I need to Fetch Shock just because like, he's attacking our colors as much as he is. Wish I could get Stomping Ground with this, but we cannot. I think it's between Breeding Pool and... I wish I could get Steam Bench for this. I think it's between Breeding Pool and Stomping Ground, so we have double red and double blue. I think double red installation is probably a little bit better. I'm going to go ahead and bin this Primeval Titan because we are looking to hit some more lands here. So next turn we can go Courser plus Bolcher your Liliana of the Veil. He doesn't have double red here, so he can't Bolt Snap Bolt our guy, which is great. I think I'm going to bin the Bring to Light. Yeah, I'm going to bin the Bring to Light. That might be greedy. Maybe I'm supposed to bin the land. Okay, let's start on Courser here. Because if this resolves, we can do some selection here with the Nahiri. He might counter this, bounce this, actually. I forgot he's playing Cryptic Command. Which is a little awkward. The old Liliana of the Veil. Yep, that's exactly what's happening. God. Well, I'm getting just ranched by his master deck building. Yes, I'd like to redirect. I'd like to play this, tapped, and pass the turn. We can get Snap Counter Squalled this turn. Next turn we can get Snap Cryptic commanded though. Yeah, I think I'm just into making him have it. Maybe there's a world where he doesn't. I mean, obviously he does, but yeah, just gonna get Snap Counter Squall, just another Cryptic. Sure. Why not? One, two, three, four, five, six. So we are technically we can play this next turn and then get our Panglacial Worm. So that's nice. So, you know, like Snap Thought Scour end step here. Hopefully he just passes back to his turn. If he doesn't put a clock on the table, the Panglacial Worm could be very good. Yep. If we hit just an untapped land this turn, that would be good even, because then we can go Worm and then into another Worm. Primeval Titan. I'm actually just going to pass the turn here, because I would rather him counter a Worm than counter the Titan, I think. So I think I'm going to fetch Shock here because I want to get Mountains towards this Primeval Titan. It's going to put us to 12, but I wouldn't be surprised if he boarded a lot of his reach out. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and fetch 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 7. So yeah, so I'm going to fetch Shock. So we can go ahead and float a bunch of green. And then crack this for another mountain. He's gonna Cryptic us, I assume. Counter draw. Yeah. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mountains now. So if this resolves, we get to trigger Valakut, which is nice. 5, 6, 7, 8. Since we don't have a... So we can't play around Mana Lake regardless. Let's just go ahead and lead on Explore here. Yeah. Don't need double white for anything other than Wrath or Verdict. Alright. Let's try... Please resolve. Please resolve. This resolves and we get double Valakut. We're going to be in a really good spot. Hopefully he's just got a bunch of negates and not remands and Mana Lakes. Shadow, sure. Card's very good against us. Oh, she's gonna get edicted or removal spelled. Feels bad. At least this is another Panglacial Worm. So we've got that going for us. Wargate's just super clunky. Like, the thing is, you're saying, because we have so much mana, we should use Wargate. The thing is, like, when we have all of this mana, any of our cards are lethal. So, like, why do we want to play a card... Why do we want to play a card that, that, like, makes these other things worse? Or makes these other things better, like, when we're already in a good spot? Like, Primeval Titan and Scapeshift and Bring to Light, like, we already got plenty of copies of threats that are, like, winning the game when we have infinite mana. Geez, if he can't kill this here, we're going to be in a... If he can't kill this and he can't, like, Snap Shadow us, we're going to be in a good spot. You know, Snap Shadow? Sure. Because he Shadow of Doubted us. It's possible I'm supposed to get Panglacial Worm in response to him casting the Shadow of Doubt, but he goes to double block here, so that means he has a bolt or a Culligan's command, so let's bolt one of these before damage. Dispel Sharp. Just going to put our opponent to 11, and then he can Culligan's command back a Snapcaster Mage, which I guess is kind of unfortunate because that's going to let him. So yeah, I should have fetched up a worm in response, because now he has Snap Cryptic command for the worm next turn. That sucks. Oh, this is so gross. He's gonna discard us during the draw step here. This is so aggressive. Correct. We can worm at instant speed. Huh. Discard the worm. Glad we did that in response. God, he has so much counter magic for being a stupid Liliana of the Veil deck. So much counter magic for being a Liliana of the Veil deck. Do we have 10 lands yet? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, well that's technically a 10th land. He can snap Cryptic us. He knows we have a spell in hand because we wouldn't have discarded the Panglacial Worm to keep a non-spell. You're just gonna cantrip the Snapcaster Mage here, bounce my Snapcaster, draw a card? Bounce your Snapcaster, draw a card? Bounce one of my lands, draw a card? Sure, he's just cantripping the Snapcaster. He might cantrip it again with Thought Scour. Just casual 6 cards in hand. Dead to double bolt, see a Snapcaster. Should obviously be playing 4 worms, right? Right? This would be another worm. Just how many worms is enough worms? There's never enough worms! We're just gonna end up on playing a Panglacial Worm deck. That's where this is headed. I can feel it now. Alright, we can beat Snap Remand, dead to any counter magic out of his hand. Other than that, who knows how much counter magic's in his deck though? No idea. Alright, we can beat Snap Remand. Oh, he has Snap Counter Squall. Durf. Yeah. Okay. It's unfortunate. And again, just always the fact that we've just played against mono control decks is so unrealistic. But against the control decks, all we want is just more Panglacial Worms. Just like all the Panglacial Worms all the time.
Your vision looks good. Your turn. Well then, do you know your alphabet? Then I have just the test for you. It's called
Pat5454 with the 3-month resub. Thank you for the continued support. I appreciate you coming back again and again and again. Getting us 99 out of 150 towards the next long stream. So thank you for the continued. So yeah, I think we just want all the Panglacial Worms. Modern Magic Online seems to be super control heavy right now, and even against aggressive decks, like we're going to ramp. So like once we ramp a bunch, we need ways to close. We need a Karanos. No, we need more Panglacial Worm, Ali. We just keep drawing fetches, and every time we draw a fetch on turn 12, it could be another worm. We just need more 9/5s. All the 9/5s. Match.
you started the match yet?
You hate me for playing the worm. I was having a conversation with my wife, so I muted myself. Apologies. That's why I went quiet. That was intentional. No technology issues. This is going to be our last match of the evening, folks. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Probably play some more at some point later this week. We definitely have to finish out this league at the very least. We just need more Panglacial Worms. We just need all the Panglacial Worms in our deck. That's all I want. More worms. Our sewage ended up costing a little over $5,000, which was less than the $6,000 they originally projected. So I guess it's like glass half full. One more match, come on. See if we can finish the day 4-3. No, if you play a Battle of Wits deck at a paper event, you're going to get DQ'd from the event for one of two reasons. You either get DQ'd for excessive warnings for insufficient randomization, or you'll get DQ'd for excessive warnings for slow play, for taking long enough to randomize sufficiently. Shadow Sword, I actually think one of the best decks in the current constructed format for Hex is a ramp deck. The Uzu Cannon deck is one of the better decks right now. This hand only has 2 lands in it, so I'm just going to go ahead and mulligan. 2 lands, no accelerant. This is more lands with the no accelerant, but we've got a removal spell. Nary on top. Sounds great. Sign me up. The Magic Online has opened Two league windows yet again. Guild 0112 pair down. Excellent. No, don't be playing a real deck. Play another bad control deck, opponent. No. No, why are you playing a real deck? Oh, man. You know what card we should be playing? We need a Sanctimony deck. Or Sanctimony in our deck. Yeah, that's definitely what I want in life. I want a Sanctimony in our deck. They're not all cannons. It's just two of the decks that I've been playing most recently both have cannon in their name. There's Azure Cannon and Uzu Cannon. They both play off the card Azure Fate Sorceress with a gem that allows them to deal direct damage to blast to the face like a cannonball. Alright, what are we getting with Idyllic Tutor here? Oh, we can get Leyline of Sanctity, right? That sounds great. Hopefully that's not too slow. It's probably too slow. We're probably dead. There are 2 guides under Journey to Nowhere because Magic Online is a quality piece of software. Yeah, I think we're getting... Leyline of Sanctity? Yeah, let's get that. That's great. If your judges at your local don't want to do their job, and everyone's okay with it's like a super casual event, sure, it's not a big deal. Now the question is, do I play the Leyline? I'm supposed to play the Leyline, I think, right? That just like has to be true. Just like hope he has lands and things that burn me. Or dead to a bunch of stuff. Dead to a Tarkus command, dead to any haste creature. Probably, realistically, dead to another wild Nicodle here. But if he has like lands and burn spells, like we're dead to that one. Yeah, we're likely dead 6 different ways there. Bring... We'll just press submit and hope for the best. I'm assuming this matchup is what you would call unwinnable. And that the only reason we've been even having close to real games is because we've been playing against mono Dirtle control decks. God, I want to keep this hand. It's got a timely in it. I have to mulligan. This hand just doesn't do anything. Bottom. I guess I could have topped that because I'm fetching. Oh, yeah, I definitely should have topped that. Because if he plays Goblin Guide, we draw it. And if he doesn't play Goblin Guide, we fetch it away. So that was a clear mistake. No, I want the Kitchen Finks to wish for. Watch him play Goblin Guide. Just like get super punished for my sloppy play. Yeah. God bless America. You need to get a green source. Get blue. Blue-green here. Alright, Path to Exile. I got that going for us. Alright, another removal spell. Maybe if he's on all troops, we'll be okay. We should be up a free land here, though. If I would have sequenced the start of this game correctly, we'd be up a free land right now. So, we're gonna miss a land drop next turn, but it is completely my fault. Eidolon, sure. Boros Charm, whatevs. So on like a scale of 1 to dead here, we're definitely pretty close to the dead side of the scale. Alright. We hit a land. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Have a heart. Spike me, sure. It's gonna kill me next turn. Timely reinforcements. Timely reinforcements. Okay. That was an okay draw. We could possibly draw another land off of this, but I think I'm supposed to journey here. This card kind of embarrassing. Instantly punished. Instantly punished. Timely. Instantly punished. Alright, we deserve that. I mean, I guess we're technically not dead, but like we're mostly dead. So we wouldn't have drawn a free land, but we would have been able to shock this and then journey this. Yeah, I should have been aware of that. Again, just like super, just little things like that. Like, you know, you could say like this matchup's unwinnable or like we got unlucky or whatever, but like it was the little things. Like we scried that land to the bottom on turn 1, so we could have been up a land. I could have sequenced my removal better, so like this didn't happen to us. And like if we were at 4 here with like a sudden shock and a negate in our hand, like we could be like, yeah, maybe we can win this game. But instead, we're going to tap out while he has 2 cards in his hand and spend 2 cards to kill this Wild Nycotl, and we're likely going to die in response here, when in reality we did not need to be in this spot at all. Play tight, kids. You'll do better at Magic. Kill me! Oh yeah, crack it, baby. Oh right, this is just. How consistent is this deck? It kills the opponent fairly consistently. Like, it's got a pretty high density of, like, 4 and 5 cost kill you spells. It's got a lot of interaction. Think about Bantel Drowsy. I haven't spent time testing with or against the Bantel Drowsy deck much. I just want to lose this league. This queues quickly. We'll play one more. Because if we 0-3, we'll be done. Striker. No, they have Destructive Revelry, man. We just never keep Battle of Wits on the table. It's unwinnable. Waiting to queue, waiting to queue. Hi ho the chariot, waiting to queue. Alrighty, how do we feel about your decision to play Ebbs and Season Pass at the Atlanta Open? I think the deck's great. If I didn't think the deck was good, I wouldn't have played it. Like I wouldn't have driven 12 hours across the country to play it. I felt like the changes that I made in the deck really helped fix the issues the deck had. The cost of this deck, someone said it's 1,400 on Magic Online. I believe 1,400 was the number thrown around. So, you know, not much more than Jund. Sad as that is. Almost a Jund. Why should I play black green or the Sultai instead of Ebzen? Make an argument. Tickets are $1, so $1,400. Or they're like 92 cents if you get them especially cheap from somewhere, but they're like 90 cents to $1 each. So like calling them $1 is fair. And the friendly modern leagues have over double the players. We might play those next time just because the rake isn't quite as bad, and the wait time will probably be less. The Dramoka is very good. I agree. I'll be writing about the Ebs and Seasons Pass deck for MTG Card Market this week. I'll be talking a lot about a lot of the decisions I made and what worked and what didn't. Oh, mtgcardmarket.com. Article usually goes up on Friday, I believe. It's not even just Anguish I'm making in Sorin, just like Shambling Vent is nuts. Like, that card's really good. It's especially good with Sylvan Advocate. Which is weak. What matchups does counter magic fix that green black has a bad matchup in? Like that's not you just said you get counter magic, sure, but what does counter magic do for you? Because like the white solves problems. The white gives you a way to gain life without playing clunky cards like Nissa's Renewal. It allows you to get extra value out of your lands by playing 4 more creature lands. I guess that kind of does that too with Lumbering Falls. But Shambling Vent is better at casting cards like Grasp of Darkness for you and gaining you life. Again, like the gaining life is huge. Anguish Unmaking fixes problems like Ormondal that the green black deck has a very big problem with. I mean, like the decks we've been playing in the competitive, the biggest thing with these competitive leagues is that, like, in addition to us sitting here playing jank in the competitive leagues, half the decks we've played against are jank. In fact, the first deck we've played against that's like anywhere close to tier 1 is the person we just played who was 1-2. Like, Thanks, Dr. Dunn. Peace. Yeah, if this isn't gonna fire, we're just not gonna play it tonight. There you go. My wife is almost done with dinner. We're gonna go eat with the family. Figured this was gonna be quick. We'd knock it out, but
When I get up early, I can see the sun rising. It comes up behind the house across the street, and at night it goes down again. Now we're thinking like scientists. So the sun
all right. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a day, folks. I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and file for comp for all of these leagues that we got ranched in, and call it a day. Thanks everyone for hanging out. I'll be back tomorrow afternoon about 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Tomorrow's gonna be some more Magic and maybe some more Hex at the end. I think we're gonna play some Kiki Chord tomorrow afternoon. I've got a standard open or a modern open in Dallas coming up in a couple of weeks, so I want to see if Chord is a deck that I want to settle back on. So thanks again. I'm gonna find someone that's streaming that I like to host. Yeah, the deck's definitely sweet. Yeah, look at that, Caleb Durward streaming modern. Give him a host to Rooney. Caleb's good people. Enjoy.